Now let's talk the English Premier League. Well, it did wrap up with 31 goals from 10 matches on the final of the season last weekend. But there were lots of talking points. First, Manchester City became the first team to reach 100 points in a season, in a 38-game season. Well, interesting stuff, considering Pep Guardiola's side needed the 90th minute winner by Gabriel Jesus to beat up on Southampton last weekend. And not only was it a landmark, but City wrapped up a season where they managed to get 18 consecutive wins. They managed to get the highest goal difference ever in a Premier League season, but as well, a 100-point mark, plus 32 wins in the season, meaning they only failed to win 6 matches. Well, Manchester United comfortably came in second after that 1-0 victory over Watford at Old Trafford, courtesy of the effort from Marcus Rashford. In third place, it was Liverpool that managed to take that position following a 4-0 win over Brighton and Hove, and we'll be getting back to Liverpool shortly. But the teams that got relegated were Swansea, Stoke, and West Bromwich Albion. Also, midway the table standings, not to forget that next season, the teams that will represent England in the UEFA Europa League are Arsenal, Chelsea, and Burnley. Burnley returning to European football in decades. But also, in the Champions League, it will be Manchester City, Manchester United, Liverpool, and Tottenham Hotspur. And speaking about Liverpool, Mohamed Salah also set another Premier League record, the first man to score 32 goals in a 38-game season. Well, we managed to speak to John Gibbons of the Anfield Rap, and this is what he had to say from Merseyside. Take a look at this.
When we signed Mo Salah last summer, no one could have expected what an amazing player we've got. We were all thinking he was going to be good, we knew he was going to be quick, we knew he could score goals. But how many goals we've seen this season? 32 in the Premier League alone. The Premier League's top scorer, beating all the others to win that Golden Boot. But the way he's done it, the style of his play, his work rate, speed, finesse, amazing footballer. We can't believe that Liverpool managed to sign him, and we've got a Champions League final to come. Who knows, another amazing chapter in Salah's season could be yet to come. But what a signing, what a player he's been for us. Let's hope we can keep holding him.
Special thanks to Gibbo there, the man from one of the biggest podcasts about Liverpool Football Club in England. And well, not to forget, next season, 2 teams have already been confirmed that will be playing in the Premier League from the Championship. And those are Watford and Wolverhampton Wanderers.
Hi, I'm Adam from City Watch. Just to sum up the season really from a Blue point of view, I think we've had, well, an unbelievable season. You can tell that from the points that we've got and the goals that we've scored, and you can just see that from the league, but then even that doesn't show it all. The amount of great football we've played all through the season has been mesmerising really, and it's been an absolute joy to watch from the stands, and I just feel so lucky that I've had a season ticket this year and enjoyed it. All the Blues feel like that. We've had years when we've been really rubbish really, and now it's sort of finally it's paying off all those years following the Blues when we were really bad. I was glad we got to that 100 points, seeing Gabriel Jesus score in the last minute, 93rd minute. It was unbelievable really to see him get that goal, because I was really disappointed when we didn't get it, and I thought we weren't going to get it, but that 93rd goal really made the season for me, because we've had lots of games like that where we've struggled to finally get a goal. Teams have defended against us, but then we've managed to find a way to win in those circumstances, which is just brilliant. Sterling's done it all season. He's been absolutely amazing. Credit really goes to Pep for the tactics that he's brought in, but also to the players for adapting to the way he's played.
Now, following last season's exploits, where Manchester United managed to win 3 trophies, that is the FA Community Shield, the Carabao Cup, as well as the UEFA Europa League, while Chelsea managed to win the English Premier League, none of the two expected to have such a sorry season like the one they've had so far. But, like I said, there is a small piece of cake left on the table in English football, and that is the FA Cup final, where United and Chelsea do face off, with each hoping that they can salvage something in a season that has been quite difficult for both Jose Mourinho and Antonio Conte. Well, Jose, former manager of Chelsea, has only won the FA Cup once, and that was back in 2007. That season, United went on to lose to Chelsea, interestingly, 1-0, courtesy of Didier Drogba, if you remember those moments when he fled away from Nemanja Vidic back at the Wembley. Now, the two teams face off yet again after 11 years, and this time round, United hoping to win their first title since 2016, when they beat up on Crystal Palace in the final thanks to that Jesse Lingard winner, or the side that is Chelsea, who only lost last year's final to Arsenal, losing 2-1. Well, we managed to speak to Simon Pitch of Press Association Sport, and he was at the Wembley just a while ago. And this is what he managed to give us from London. Take a look at this.
I'm here on Wembley Way, where just in a couple of days' time, 90,000 Manchester United and Chelsea fans will descend, hoping for a season-defining victory in the world's oldest cup competition. It isn't make or break necessarily for Manchester United, given they finished second, their highest league finish since Sir Alex Ferguson retired in 2013. But it is important in this season-defining moment. As I said, this will be the third straight season that Manchester United, a side that are clearly in transition, will have won a major trophy, and it will be an important feather in the cap for Jose Mourinho. As for Antonio Conte, I think everybody going there was expecting this to be his last game. The Italian obviously did superbly in his first season at Stamford Bridge, winning the title, but a bit like his predecessor Jose Mourinho, he wasn't able to follow that up with a title defence of any note. The Chelsea defeat to Newcastle puts this game into you makes Manchester United favourites, you'd think. So certainly that, along with the nous of Jose Mourinho and Conte, as people may well remember, having always got on superbly, as we saw on the touchline when Jose first went back to Stamford Bridge and had a quiet word filmed and shown to millions of people at the final whistle. It's set up to be a really interesting game, a fascinating watch, and I'm expecting a United win, to be honest, but whether it's pretty with Jose Mourinho, you're never quite sure.
Special thanks, Simon. You can follow him on Twitter at Simon Pitch, that is his Twitter handle. But the odds on www.betway.ug do favour Manchester United, with United placed at 2.73 and Chelsea 2.82. I may agree with Simon that United could perhaps nick this one, whether the football is beautiful or ugly. Interestingly, Mourinho looks like he wants to win a second FA Cup title. But for Antonio Conte, it's more about his future at Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, with this kind of result on Saturday going on to determine his future at the Blues.